now, live at 5.
I was not extending a forever exit.
The Biden administration says the military mission in Afghanistan has now transitioned to a diplomatic one. Plus, we're getting a better idea of who could be on the ballot next year for Minnesota's governor race. And later,
the nonprofit providing Duluth school teachers with free school supplies and the problem they may soon face.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Baki. The war in Afghanistan is now officially over, but the fight over the Americans left behind is just beginning. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
The Biden administration says there are still 100 to 200 American civilians in Afghanistan.
We've been in contact with them in the last 24 hours to tell them that we are looking at all possible options, air routes, land routes, to continue to find ways for them to help evacuate.
The Biden administration says it will use diplomatic and economic pressure to make sure the Taliban lives up to its word and allows them to leave.
We are focused on operationally moving forward on a number of fronts.
This was a botched job of gargantuan proportions.
But critics are not convinced, including Florida Congressman Mike Waltz, a Green Beret who served in Afghanistan.
We do not let terrorists dictate the time and place and method which we get our people out.
The administration says the military mission in Afghanistan has transitioned to a diplomatic one. Military leaders are expressing gratitude and support to the more than 800,000 troops who served there over the past 2 decades.
We remember 2,461 American service members and personnel who paid the ultimate price in this war.
They acknowledge that not every veteran will agree with the decision to withdraw.
And when we see what has unfolded over the last 20 years and over the last 20 days, that creates pain and anger. So yeah, I have that, but I'm a professional soldier. I'm going to contain my pain and anger and continue to execute my mission.
The next mission is already underway, helping resettle the Afghans forced out of their country. Nearly 20,000 are already being housed on military bases across the country, with room for more. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
CBS News has learned there are more than 40,000 other Afghans located at bases overseas, awaiting processing and background checks before they can be flown to America. Here in our region, a local shuttle company is asking for your help supporting Afghan refugees. Landline Company is asking for donations as evacuees arrive at Fort McCoy in Wisconsin. Refugees began arriving last week, fleeing from Afghanistan as the Taliban took control. Landline is asking the public to help by donating basic necessities or cash, which will be delivered to the military base. They're looking for items including clothes, hygiene products, toys, blankets, and more. You can drop off donations at the Duluth, St. Cloud, and Bloomington locations. The Duluth drop-off site is at the DLH airport. The donations will then be shuttled by landline to Wisconsin. Landline began delivering items to the base today, and so far they have raised more than $15,000. For more information, you can head to CBS3Duluth.com. Minnesota's Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka is stepping down from his role, setting the table for what many believe will be a run for governor in 2022. In a letter to members of the Senate Republican caucus, Gazelka called his time as Majority Leader the most rewarding experience of his life, while hinting at his next chapter in politics. According to Minnesota's Secretary of State's office, candidates for governor and other state offices can file their candidacy in May of next year. And this morning, we also learned Republican State Senator Michelle Benson of Ham Lake has launched a campaign to run for governor. Benson plans to fight efforts that would close schools and businesses or defund the police. In a statement posted on her campaign website, she's calling herself an unwavering conservative fighter. Minnesota's governor is considering calling off next month's planned special session in St. Paul. Governor Tim Walz says that could happen if Republicans pursue a threat to remove the state's health commissioner. A Republican senator wants the GOP-controlled Senate to oust Jan Malcolm, who has led the state's response to COVID-19. Republicans have been critical of Governor Walz's emergency powers and public health restrictions. The special session is scheduled to consider special bonus pay for essential pandemic workers. Walz says the idea of removing the commissioner during a spike in the Delta variant makes no sense, and he will rethink the session if Malcolm's job is at risk. More people forced from their homes and cabins by the Greenwood fire could be allowed back in the next couple of days. Authorities tell us 37% of the fire's perimeter is now contained. The Lake County Sheriff says evacuations along Sand Lake on the west end and areas north of Highway 1 could be lifted Thursday or Friday if containment progresses. About 300 residences were originally evacuated. At this point, owners of about 60 of them have been allowed to return. As of today, there are about 470 people helping fight the fire, as some crews are starting to be allowed to leave. The fire is 26,028 acres in size, and it's burned for 18 days now after being ignited by a lightning strike. 71 structures are destroyed, including 14 homes and cabins. Thankfully, no injuries to report. Meanwhile, the fires burning in the BWCA remain stagnant. The John Eck fire is sitting around 1,300 acres. The Welt fire has remained steady at 50 acres. Some evacuations have been lifted in the Slate Lake area. The BWCA and portions of the Gunflint remain closed. The Minnesota DNR has found zebra mussel larvae in a lake near International Falls. The invasive species were found in the portion of Rainy Lake outside Voyageurs National Park. Tests indicate the species is growing in Rainy Lake after 4 of the 5 water samples taken by the DNR contain larvae. Minnesota Representative Rob Eklund of International Falls is urging boaters to take all necessary precautions to prevent the spread of invasive species across Minnesota's lakes. A full list of necessary precautions can be found on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Dave is here for a first check of the weather on the first day of September. Happy September, Dave.
Yeah, it turned out to be a very lovely one, huh? Like most Septembers do start. They start on a sunny note with temperatures near normal, and this time of year normal still means summery. So we can hopefully bank on that for a couple more weeks before autumn starts to turn our eyes. But what we're turning our eyes to tonight is a chance for high pressure to slip away along with dry conditions and advancing lows from the west to bring us some rain. Can't say as much needed as in the past since last weekend was a soaker. This one probably won't be as big a soaker, but we do have chances for rain indeed starting tomorrow and lasting through Saturday. How much rain could come across? Well, I'm thinking over the 3 days, many of our towns are looking at about 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. So again, it's not going to be that huge, but we don't want to keep any droughts going, or at least try to stave off the problems the persistent drought has brought us. So if we can get some rain early on, that's a good thing. Short-term forecast says tonight, partly cloudy, but then the clouds build tomorrow, Thursday, with a 50% chance of rain. We'll talk about how long that rain chance will last and what's to follow for the latter half of the Labor Day weekend coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, to ring in the new month, WisDOT is highlighting the laws surrounding school buses. Their reminder as we take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here with a new message about your Medicare benefits. You may be entitled to transportation, meals, and expanded coverage for dental work that includes extractions, fillings, and dentures, all at no additional cost. Plus, depending on your zip code, you may be entitled to the Medicare benefit that adds money to your Social Security check every single month. Call and get everything you deserve. Call now. It's free.
I'm on a fixed income, so I called to get money added to my Social Security check. They helped me so much.
I called to save money on copays, get prescriptions, transportation, and my dental work covered. I couldn't believe I was spending money I don't have to spend.
Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline, and you can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, no.
But I really wanted a basketball.
You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Bath Planet is the industry leader in high-quality materials and warranties. Your warranty is also backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and a lifetime labor warranty. On top of that, our installers are trained and certified in our Installation Training Center. Right now, we're offering 20% off and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Go online or call us today to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park tonight as Wednesday night sailboat races are underway and close to wrapping up their season. Next week will be the last race of the 16-week event hosted by the Duluth Yacht Club. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. An art walk on the Iron Range and a concert festival for your Labor Day weekend in Ely. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start off tonight in Wisconsin, where WisDOT's Law of the Month is reminding drivers to be alert and know bus rules as the first day of school approaches. Officials say despite the pandemic, there were still 342 school bus-related crashes in Wisconsin in 2020. The law requires drivers traveling both directions to stop at least 20 feet from a school bus with its red lights flashing. And in school zones, drivers must stop at least 10 feet from the crossing guard. And next we head to downtown Virginia, where the Quad Cities are celebrating the arts this first Thursday of the month. Between Virginia, Mountain Iron, Eveleth, and Gilbert, there will be plenty to see and do this Thursday night. The main art walk will take place in downtown Virginia, showcasing several local artists and music from local performers. The local dance academy will also perform. First Thursday's QC will run from 4 to 7 p.m. and we'll have a link to a full list of events on our website. And we wrap up in Ely tonight, where the local YMCA camp is gearing up for a weekend-long music festival. The Fest du Nord Family Music Festival kicks off this Friday night at the Bent Paddle Stage at YMCA Camp du Nord. Saturday and Sunday both start the fun at 3 p.m. and feature 4 to 5 acts each night, including Grammy Award winners the Okie Dokie Brothers. Day passes are still available, and we will have the link to the full Labor Day weekend concert lineup on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a local nonprofit has been helping teachers for years, but now they are in need of help themselves. More on their story in a few minutes.
Normal high temp on the first day of September is 73, and we just about got there in Duluth today, 72. We'll talk about temperature trends and this rain chance coming our way for Thursday in more detail in just a few more minutes.
Hi, I'm Deb. By April 2016, I had lost 85 pounds. It was a very easy program to do. Blood pressure has gone way down. I feel great.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the diamond Z4 CZ from mined diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats, surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-577-5801 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-577-5801. Call now.
Want to lose fat quickly? Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
Started my weight loss journey with Healthy Systems USA Easter weekend. By the end of October, I have lost 92 pounds.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Up to 40% off Columbia and North Face summer clothing and sandals at Northwest Outlet.
Tonight at 6, Companies to Classrooms gives teachers free supplies each year, but that could soon come to an end. We'll tell you why.
Cloudy sky comes tomorrow, replacing the clear sky we see now. We'll talk about rain chances at 6.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Now that September's here, let's take a look at the stats for August. And temperature-wise, it was warmer than normal, plus 3.3 degrees. Precipitation, well, a little more than an inch shy of normal, but not as drastic as the problem could have been. Just like July, you know, we went into a big frantic flurry in the last weekend of the month and got a couple inches of rain and did a fairly decent job of catch-up. So we did that 2 months in a row. You'd think our weather is going to college or something and slacking off until finals night, and then we cram for the exam. Well, speaking of what we're going to cram for September, long-range forecasters indicate cooler temperatures are ahead. We may have broken the warm spell that lasted the 3 months of summer, but it's going to probably still stay dry. So we're going to have to really conserve our water and be careful out in the woods. Well, we do have a rain chance for the short term coming away as early as tomorrow, which I'll talk about after this look at the current conditions from Duluth International. It is 70 degrees, and that's not a bad way to start September. Relative humidity is 49%, and that's a good level there to at least ease the fire danger a little bit. Easterly wind at 13 miles per hour, maybe not be the greatest thing. A little too windy could dry the vegetation out, but we'll have to grin and bear it. Air pressure right now on the high side, 30.09 inches of mercury, and this is the last day to have high pressure in control. Lows take over tomorrow, bringing clouds and rain chances for about 3 days. Current temps, 68 to 72 in the Upper Peninsula, and 68 to 75 for a lot of northern Wisconsin. Hayward's the warm spot at 75, but even cooler than the point at 68, we have Superior Bong Airport at 67. 73 is the current in Moose Lake, 68 for Cloquet, 72 Harbors, 71 Hibbing Chisholm, a little bit warmer towards International Falls at 77. Tomorrow's temperatures likely will run about 66 to maybe 72. So as the clouds thicken, temperatures will tumble at least a little bit. Doppler map right now shows a clear sky thanks to the last high pressure system. But yeah, there are clouds coming in from the west. And so tonight, those clouds will continue to increase as twin lows come in from the west, connected by an occluded front. And then those lows and that occlusion could begin to pay off Thursday afternoon and overnight then with showers. Showers that may linger through portions of Saturday. Even Saturday afternoon may be enough heat in the air when we go back towards 70 to create a thunderstorm chance. By the time all is said and done with these twin lows here by Saturday night, again, maybe 1/3 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. So not as soaking as last weekend, but, you know, it'll keep us from getting too dry, so we'll take it. Tonight we get a partly cloudy sky in Minnesota with low temps from 50 inland to 58 by the lake. Wisconsin, Michigan lows 48 to 51. For tomorrow, 40% afternoon and evening rain chance in Wisconsin, highs 70 to 73. That's the warm zone. In Minnesota, highs should go about 66 to 70 with a 50% chance for those later on rain showers that could spill into Friday. 30% shot on Friday. 50-50 chance on Saturday for the showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. And then by Sunday and Monday, the latter half of Labor Day weekend, Kristen, looks to be sunny and 70 straight up.
Well, for those folks who have Labor Day off, that looks like a pretty good day to have a free Monday.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Back to school can be a pricey time for teachers. Many spend hundreds of dollars out of their own pockets on supplies for their classrooms. A nonprofit has been helping educators in Duluth, but as CBS3's Quinn Gorham reports, they may now need some help of their own.
Companies to Classrooms has been providing teachers with free school supplies for 10 years now. But with the recent sale of the historic old Central High School building, they may soon be without a place to stay. Teachers can visit the nonprofit once a month and take up to 15 items from its store, all for free. Local businesses, colleges, universities, and even other classrooms donate the supplies. Companies to Classrooms has been operating out of the basement of the historic Central High School building since March 2018. They'll need to find a new home come October. That's their deadline to move out of historic Old Central now that it's been sold. Mary Strufert, board chair of Companies to Classrooms, says they're working hard to find another place to host their store. She's optimistic they'll be able to continue their mission.
I think we can do it. It might be a little uncomfortable at first to make changes, but I think we can do it and continue to serve the students and the teachers in the greater Duluth Superior area.
According to Strufert, the organization also has a huge environmental impact by keeping supplies out of landfills. Strufert says they're working on a deal with a location in the Lincoln Park area that would allow them to continue providing school supplies to teachers in the area.
Thank you, Quinn. Although they are talking with a few new potential homes, Companies to Classrooms does not yet have a finalized deal for a place to stay. Coming up at 6, we'll hear from the preschool education coordinator about why the nonprofit is so important for teachers. Well, it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies here in Duluth. This is Chainsaw. He is an 8-year-old medium-sized dog looking for his forever home. Our friends at the shelter tell us despite his tough guy name, he is a calm fella who enjoys the simple things in life like afternoon strolls, naps, and the occasional adventure. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Chainsaw, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, a new abortion law took effect in Texas overnight, creating one of the biggest challenges to Roe v. Wade in years. What it means for those in the state and around the country after the break.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, no.
But I really wanted a basketball.
You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Is your weak bladder causing you to miss out on precious time with your family? Now you can gain control of your life and your bladder with Better Bladder. A full 2-month supply of Better Bladder is only $39.95 per month, but it won't cost you that today because you can experience Better Bladder free for 30 days. You also get a free 30-day supply of Therabotanics Perfect Omega, a $60 total value free. Call the number on your screen and take back control with Better Bladder.
Make the most of every property with landscaping equipment that delivers more. More productivity. More comfort, more durability, and more of what it takes to get the job done right. When your reputation is on the line, you need the Kubota landscaping lineup. Visit your local dealer today.
No one serves you better than Bullet Implement.
Bath Planet is the industry leader in high-quality materials and warranties. Your warranty is also backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and a lifetime labor warranty. On top of that, our installers are trained and certified in our installation training center. Right now, we're offering 20% off and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Go online or call us today to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Black Bear Casino Resort wants you to join our team. On Monday, September 20th, you're invited to our job fair from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Otter Creek Event Center. Applications and interviews available for on-the-spot hiring with part-time and full-time positions available. We offer many benefits for full-time employees, from 6 paid holidays each year, 3+ weeks of paid time off, reward for perfect attendance, 401k retirement plan that we match, health and dental plans, life insurance coverage, plus much more. We can't wait for you to join our team on September 20th at our job fair. For more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com.
The landmark Roe versus Wade Supreme Court decision on abortion is facing a new challenge after the new restrictive law took effect overnight in Texas. Opponents are vowing to keep the legal fight going against the measure. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
Protesters gathered in Texas after the U.S. Supreme Court failed to block the state's controversial abortion law from taking effect at midnight. The measure bans abortions as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy, which is before many women even know they're pregnant.
This bill represents tens of thousands of lives saved per year here in Texas.
At this moment, Texas is a constitution-free zone as far as abortion is concerned.
Law professor Elizabeth Sepper of the University of Texas at Austin says the most unusual aspect of the bill is a provision that allows citizens to sue anyone who assists a woman in getting an abortion after 6 weeks. Those who are successful with their lawsuits could be awarded a minimum of $10,000.
We're talking about essentially empowering people to act as bounty hunters against abortion providers or family and friends of people who receive abortions.
According to the Guttmacher Institute, state legislatures set a record in 2021 for the most abortion restrictions signed in 1 year since the 1973 Roe versus Wade ruling.
What do you think this says for other states who may try to follow suit?
I think it would be foolish for other state legislatures to adopt a law like Texas has done. And that's because the legal fight is not even close to over.
The Supreme Court could still weigh in on the Texas law. Meanwhile, the landmark Roe versus Wade decision will face another test this fall, when the High Court hears arguments on a Mississippi bill that would ban abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Today, President Biden blasted the measure in a statement saying it violates the constitutional right established under Roe v. Wade and adding it will significantly impair women's access to the health care they need.
Coming up on this busy news day, the triple weather threat. Widespread misery from unbearable heat down in Louisiana, dangerous storms on the East Coast, and out west, a fire emergency. Plus, abortion showdown, the protests against a new Texas law considered one of the most restrictive in the country. And Grand Slam into history. 50 years ago today, baseball took a major step toward diversity. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Need a flu shot? Schedule your flu shot online today at essentiahealth.org/flu.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
Not all internet is created equal. If you want internet that's even faster than advertised, if you want Wi-Fi on Mega Blast, if you want enough power to power all the things. That's asking for more than a lot. That's demanding extreme. And you deserve it.
The Good Garden Company is offering you great discounts on our healthy tree, shrubs, and perennials to help you spruce up your landscape. Save on sculpture, pottery, furniture, rugs, and gifts. We're offering great discounts up to 50% off at the Good Garden Company in Billings Park and Superior.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and we'll see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, the race for Minnesota's governor is starting to heat up. This morning, Republican State Senator Michelle Benson of Ham Lake launched her campaign, and many expect now former Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka to do the same after he announced he's stepping down from that role earlier today. And coming up tonight at 6, later this month, the Catalyst Story Institute will once again be hosting its worldwide content festival. Details on the program and its mission to bring Duluth to the global TV stage tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.